Okay, again, for Open Up Unit 1, Practice Assessment Question number 2. So in this question, we have two rectangles. We don't know anything, we don't have them drawn, but it doesn't matter. We've got two rectangles, and one of them measures 12 inches by 3 inches. So we'll call that our original. And we know that B is a scaled copy. So we have to choose which of these can possibly be the scaled copy. And again, it says all. So it could be one and one, we're not sure. So first of all, we know that rectangle A measures 12 by 3. So we're going to set that up into a ratio. And we want to see if that's equal to B, which is 6 by 1.5. So we know that we always multiply to get from one to the next. So we say to ourselves, what would we multiply 12 by to get to 6? We know 6 is half of 12, so that would be times 1/2. And the bottom number, 3 times 1/2, is also 1.5. So both of these works. So A can be a scaled copy. Next one. Again, we start out by using 12 over 3 because that's our A. Now, another approach that we can use to do this is we can simply reduce this. We reduce it by saying, do they share a gazinta? And they do. The gazinta they share would be 3. So we would divide top and bottom by 3. So 12 divided by 3 would be 4. 3 divided by 3 would be 1. So if there isn't something obvious to see if 12 over 3 can match 8 over 2, we can simply use a reduced form or our unit rate. So we're going to say is 4 to 1 equal to 8 to 2. Again, do they share a gazinta? I asked the wrong question. We're going in the other direction. Is 4 times what equals 8? That would be times 2. If I do 1 times 2, I will in fact get 2. So this is also a scaled copy. Next one. So again, I'm going to start out with 12 over 3. And I want to see if that's equal to 120 over 300. Now, probably you've already noticed that the 3 is the 3 and the 12 is the 12, but are they really scaled copies? So 12 times what equals 120? Well, you should know that that's 10. So if I do 30 times 10, I'm actually going to, 3 times 10, I'm actually going to get 30, which is not equal. So therefore, this is not a scaled copy. Now again, 15 and 6 is not an obvious ratio of 12 to 3. So I'm going to use that reduced form that I had done, which is 4 to 1, and see if I notice anything here. Well, I can go the easy route, and I know that 1 times 6 is 6. So it's 4 times 6, 15. It is not. So therefore, this again is not a scaled copy. The next one, I'm going to use my 12 and my 3 because I see those familiar numbers in there. And I think it becomes pretty obvious as I write these that what they did here was to add 100 to top and bottom. If we added, this is not how we scale or use a scale factor. So therefore, this is also not a scale copy. So at the end, we've just got A and B that are scale copies. The rest of them are not.